Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got the Washington Wizards coming up at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. I said that backwards yesterday in a pregame video. But, yeah, same time on this one. And we're playing, of course, a Washington team that's coming off one of the biggest wins they've had in a while, to say the least. They beat the Bucks last night. The Bucks are, I don't know, but the Wizards beat them, and there was some good ball being played there by the Wizards. So guys like Corey Kispert, uh, Denny Advija, those dudes you need to pay attention to because they've been playing good as of late. This is a Wizards team who had lost 3 straight before that, but then were on a 3-game winning streak prior to that losing streak. So we need to look at that and say that's serious, given the fact that they've been a bad team all year long, and that's a lot of winning in a short flurry for that type of team, with only 17 wins credited to their name. So, as I told you guys at one point, a very short point, the Wizards were the team that was doing the best in the Eastern Conference for a second. They were on a 3-game winning streak. No one had a longer streak than that. So, yeah, this is a much improved basketball team, believe it or not. And when we saw them last, they took us into overtime in our own building, and they also rebounded the ball quite a bit, which kind of took us off guard. We didn't recognize how well they could do that. Guys like Rashawn Holmes, Marvin Bagley, Kuzma, if he plays, which I'm not really sure if he's going to go or not. See some conflicting reports there in regards to that. They can rebound the ball, so we need to respect that. Vooch, what's his name? Vooch, Sevic, Vooch, something of that nature. They got a European dude that they've been using in rotation quite a bit. He's been balling a lot. Starts with a V. Well, I know I didn't say his name right, but be aware. You'll know him tonight. But yeah, that's what's coming at you, man. Anthony Gill is a player they've been using a lot. He's actually been shooting pretty efficiently, so we need to be aware of him. It's a team of hopefuls, guys who know their season is over but want to play spoiler to others. And given the fact that we're on the tail end of our road trip, the very last game of the road trip, this could be the trap game of the road trip. It really could, because you expect to just kind of come in, beat the little Wizards team, and then fly home. And they'll make you pay for that type of thinking, the way they've been playing. And so that's really what I want people to understand. This is a Wizards team, although they had lost some games lately, as they usually do. They're winning. They're playing better ball just in general, and that is something that they take a lot of pride in, man. And given the fact that they have missed some of their talent, guys like Kuzma and Tyus Jones have been out. They could get those guys back tonight. You know how that goes against us. Because I don't think anybody's really overly hurt. They just play it for a taking franchise. So when, nights like this come around, a guy like Kuzma may suit up. So that's really what I'm thinking about. When it comes to this Laker team, obviously we just came off a nice win against who did we play yesterday, man? The day before last, it was the Brooklyn Nets, I believe. Is that who we last saw? Or was there a game after that? There was a game after that. I know it was. It was yesterday. It's completely blown my mind or left my mind. But the point is, the Lakers are finally on the tail end of this road trip. We beat the Toronto Raptors yesterday. That's who it was. D'Lo was on fire with 7 threes. Bron barely missed 2 shots and only turned the ball over once. I can't believe I forgot about that game. Yeah. But that's really kind of how that went for us. We love the fact that game went our way. And we're ready to finish this road trip off, man. We're ready to finish this road trip off. We want this to end with a 5-1 record, which would be a raging success for us. Even though we understood we could beat probably all of these teams, we knew we'd probably drop one. And we figured it would be the Indy game. And we were just flat in that Indy game. That's really what it was. I didn't think it was any indication that we were falling off or something. It was just a very flat-footed game. We shot extremely poor. I don't expect for us to shoot that badly, really, anymore, to be honest. It's only 6 games left, you guys. You know, I think that's what it comes down to. We're going to be seeing the play-in tournament quicker than we think, unless we can find a way to crawl out of it, which I don't see at all right now. We're in the 9th spot. And it is important that we don't drop any more because the Golden State Warriors are getting hot. We knew that they would, given the fact that they had such an easy schedule. But I tell you, we don't. With 6 games left, 3 of our last 6 games are against really good teams. We got the Timberwolves left to play. We got the Golden State Warriors. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got the New Orleans Pelicans. These teams are all in positions to fight for something. They're all in positions that they need us to lose so that they could be in a position to be pleased with their situation. So this is the night to get it together. You know, I think Gabe Vincent will be playing. You know, I'm certain that Vanderbilt is ruled out, although I saw some conflicting reports. Jovan Buha has officially announced him out, but Vanderbilt's close. That's essentially what we're saying. Christian Wood, ain't heard nothing about him other than he's out. Don't think he's coming back this season. Yeah, that's what my understanding is in regards to the injury report. So Cam Reddish, I saw, was questionable, I guess is what the word was. So we'll see if he goes tonight. But yeah, man, this Wizards team is not bad, man. You got to respect Denny Avdija. This is a much improved basketball player. He's been playing great, whether the team's been bad or not, all year long. Rebounding, pushing the floor, hitting shots. This is a borderline all-star that we need to respect. And you know, he's been extremely impressing me all year long. He needs out of Washington, to be honest with you. And unless they're going to improve, which they may, given the fact they could get the first overall pick or something. But the point is, this is a basketball team that has some really good size and some very talented players that you don't want to underestimate. This is not like Toronto's team, where they're just rolling over with ease. This is not that. This is a team that's playing much better, and we got to respect them. And I don't want us to come in sluggish. That's what comes to mind. Yesterday we talked a lot about how well Max Christie played. Max Christie really had a big game, 20 points. I think he had 7 rebounds, 14 points rather in 20 minutes or something like that. But it was a really big game for him because he got on the floor. He actually got some minutes. And that is what we want to see from him from here on out, if coach will be willing to give him some minutes to play him the way that a developing wing should be played when you don't have two ways. And so that was what we talked about a whole lot in the reaction to that game. And I expect that coach will reward him with more playing time, given that he played so well yesterday. So we'll be looking for that. Anthony Davis, get back in the defensive statistical categories would be interesting to see if he could do that, because he didn't have any blocks or steals yesterday, which is absolutely unheard of for him. But we know he can make up for that at any moment, so we expect that he will. And, this is a really serious basketball club that we got to respect, man. I know people look at the Wizards and laugh, but they're at home. They have some ex-Lakers there. Their season is over with, and they don't have anything to lose. But everything to gain from beating you near the end of the season and the Bucks back-to-back. So they're going to come in firing. They should have confidence against us because they did get us into an overtime game. They felt they could have won that game. This is a more competitive basketball contest than we would expect. I don't expect us to lose, but I do expect for them to play to win. And so I'd like to think that Darvin Ham has his team ready for this game. This is mentally, and strategically, but mostly mentally. You don't come into this game expecting the Wizards to roll over. Now, if they happen to, you're not surprised, because this is a bad team. But they're not expected to do that the way they've been playing, especially after the win they had last night against Giannis. So, yeah, man, that's really what it comes down to, man. The Lakers are going to be wearing their yellow uniforms on the road, and the Wizards are going to be wearing their dark navy district uniforms at home. Dark navy. Navy is dark. Red and navy and white, but mostly navy. So that's what we're going to be seeing them in. Hopefully we beat them in it. And, of course, man, like I said, that game's at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, that's really what I got to say, man. Respect their rebounding ability. Respect Corey Kispert. If I didn't say his name already, that's a very important piece that they're using as of late. Shooting the ball very well. He's developing for them. I expect for him to want to play well tonight against us. Corey Kispert. So, yeah, man. Watch the Wizards, Lakers. Finally at the end of this road trip. Finally at the end of these early 4 o'clock games that I can't stand. And hopefully we get the victory tonight, man. And call this a successful road trip. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name's BDL44. I thank y'all for watching.